Hey, music lovers, ready to dive into the forgotten treasures of the 1980s? While Prince and Madonna dominated the headlines, these incredible bands blazed their own trails before fading into obscurity. Let's uncover some hidden gems that deserve another moment in the spotlight. 1. The rise and fall of the Outfield, more than just your love. When the Outfield emerged from London in 1984, they brought something special to the music scene. Their debut album, Play Deep, didn't just give us the immortal Your Love. It delivered a masterclass in pop rock perfection. The band's signature sound, characterized by Tony Lewis's soaring vocals and John Spinks's melodic guitar work, created an instant classic that reached #6 on the Billboard Hot 100. But success can be fleeting. Despite their promising start, their 1987 follow-up, Bangin', couldn't recreate the magic. As the 90s approached, their polished sound became increasingly out of step with the emerging grunge movement. While they continued touring and releasing albums, the Outfield never recaptured their initial spark. The passing of both Tony Lewis and John Spinks in recent years marked the end of an era, though Your Love remains an enduring testament to their talent. 2. Warrant, Cherry Pie, and Beyond. Few bands embodied the excess and energy of 80s glam metal quite like Warrant. Formed in 1984, they exploded onto the scene with their 1989 debut, Dirty, Rotten, Filthy, Stinking Rich. The album showcased their knack for crafting arena-ready anthems, but it was their follow-up single, Cherry Pie, that became their calling card. Warrant's appeal went beyond just their music. Their magnetic stage presence and perfectly coiffed hair made them MTV favorites, embodying the larger-than-life spirit of the era. However, when grunge revolutionized rock in the early 90s, Warrant's party-hard aesthetic suddenly felt dated. Their attempt to evolve with 1992's Dog Eat Dog proved commercially unsuccessful, and internal tensions began to mount. The departure of charismatic frontman Johnny Lane in 1993 effectively ended Warrant's glory days. Lane's tragic passing in 2011 closed the book on the band's most celebrated chapter, though their influence on 80s rock remains undeniable. 3. The Motels' new wave pioneers. The Motels offered something different in the 80s landscape, a sophisticated blend of new wave and atmospheric rock, anchored by Martha Davis's distinctive vocals. Their journey to success wasn't immediate. Formed in 1975, they didn't break through until 1982's All for One album, featuring the hauntingly beautiful Only the Lonely. Their unique sound, combining melancholic undertones with radio-friendly hooks, helped them stand out in the crowded new wave scene. The follow-up album, Little Robbers, 1983, maintained their momentum with Suddenly Last Summer, proving their initial success wasn't a fluke. Yet by 1987, internal pressures had taken their toll, leading to the dissolution of the original lineup. While Martha Davis continued performing under the Motels name, subsequent releases couldn't match their earlier triumphs. Nevertheless, their innovative approach to new wave music left an indelible mark on the 80s landscape, influencing countless artists who followed. Each of these bands contributed something unique to the 80s music scene, and while their time in the spotlight may have been brief, their impact deserves to be remembered and celebrated. Their stories remind us that sometimes the most interesting musical journeys aren't always the longest-lasting ones. 4. Haircut 100, the new wave sensation that almost was. In the kaleidoscope of 80s new wave, Haircut 100 emerged as a bright, if fleeting, star. Their 1982 debut album, Pelican West, captured the zeitgeist perfectly, blending infectious pop melodies with sophisticated arrangements. The hit single Love Plus One showcased their signature sound, a delightful fusion of funk-tinged guitars, bright horns, and Nick Hayward's distinctive vocals. But like many 80s tales, success proved volatile. During the recording of their sophomore album, Paint and Paint, in 1984, lead singer Nick Hayward departed, leaving an irreplaceable void. Without his charismatic presence and songwriting prowess, the band struggled to maintain their momentum, eventually fading from the spotlight. Today, Love Plus One remains their enduring legacy, a perfect snapshot of early 80s British pop at its most sophisticated. 5. Kix, the unsung heroes of glam metal. Maryland's own Kix brought something special to the glam metal scene, a raw energy and authenticity that set them apart from their Sunset Strip contemporaries. From their formation in 1977, they built a reputation for electrifying live performances and hook-laden anthems that demanded attention. Their breakthrough came with 1988's Blow My Fuse, featuring the power ballad Don't Close Your Eyes. The song's emotional depth and stellar production helped it reach #11 on the Billboard Hot 100, finally giving Kix the recognition they deserved. Earlier gems like Body Talk and Cool Kids, 1984, showcased their ability to craft memorable rock anthems, but mainstream success remained elusive. As grunge swept through the 90s music scene, Kix's brand of high-energy glam metal fell out of favor. Their 1991 album Hotwire demonstrated their willingness to evolve, but changing tastes proved insurmountable. Though they disbanded in 1995, a 2003 reunion reminded fans why Kix remained one of hard rock's most respected underdogs. 6. Vixen and Kingdom Come, breaking boundaries in hard rock. Vixen shattered the glass ceiling of 80s rock, proving that women could deliver hard-hitting rock with the best of them. Their 1988 self-titled debut, featuring the powerhouse single Edge of a Broken Heart, earned them spots touring with rock titans like Scorpions and Aerosmith. Despite their undeniable talent, the grunge revolution of the early 90s cut their momentum short, though their influence as pioneering female rockers remains undisputed. Kingdom Come emerged in 1987 with a sound that drew immediate comparisons to Led Zeppelin, both a blessing and a curse. Their self-titled debut and its hit single Get It On showcased their blues-influenced hard rock prowess, but critics' accusations of Zeppelin mimicry overshadowed their genuine talent, while subsequent albums like In Your Face, 1989, and Hands of Time, 1991, demonstrated their evolution. The changing musical landscape of the 90s proved challenging to navigate. 7. Big Country, Celtic rock pioneers. Scotland's Big Country revolutionized rock with their innovative approach to guitar work. Formed in 1981, they achieved immediate acclaim with their 1983 debut, The Crossing. The album's standout track, In a Big Country, introduced the world to their unique sound. Guitars processed to emulate Scottish bagpipes, creating a distinctive Celtic rock fusion that no other band had attempted. Their anthemic sound and poetic lyrics set them apart from their contemporaries, offering something more substantive than typical 80s rock fare. This innovative approach to instrumentation and arrangement demonstrated that even in the synthesizer-dominated 80s, there was still room for genuine musical innovation. 8. Big Country, Celtic rock's unsung heroes. Big Country's journey through the 80s music scene was as unique as their signature sound. Following their breakthrough success with The Crossing, the band continued to push boundaries with acclaimed albums like Steel Town, 1984, and The Seer, 1986. Their innovative hits, Fields of Fire and Look Away, showcased their masterful blend of traditional Scottish influences with modern rock sensibilities. However, as the decade drew to a close, the musical landscape began to shift. Big Country's anthemic, Celtic-tinged rock, once revolutionary, struggled to find its place in the changing times. The 90s proved particularly challenging, and despite their dedicated fan base, they couldn't recapture their earlier magic. The tragic loss of lead singer Stuart Adamson in 2001 marked the end of an era, though their influence continues to resonate through modern Celtic rock. 9. The Call, alternative rock's hidden pioneers. The Call exemplified the depth and sophistication that defined alternative rock's early years. Founded in 1980 by Michael Bean, the band crafted a sound that balanced introspective lyrics with atmospheric instrumentation. Their 1983 breakthrough album, Reconciled, introduced audiences to their signature style, particularly with the thought-provoking single The Walls Came Down. While college radio embraced their intellectual approach to rock, mainstream success remained elusive. Albums like Modern Romans, 1985, and Into the Woods, 1987, demonstrated their artistic growth, earning critical acclaim but modest commercial success. As grunge emerged in the early 90s, the Call's contemplative sound fell out of step with the times. Though Michael Biehn later found success with the Crystal Method, the Call's legacy lives on through their influence on modern alternative rock. 10. Dogs D'Amour, glam rock's wild cards. Few bands embodied rock's wild spirit quite like Dogs D'Amour. Formed in 1983, they delivered an intoxicating cocktail of hard rock, glam, and blues, all filtered through their distinctively gritty lens. Their 1988 masterpiece, In the Dynamite Jet Saloon, captured their raw energy perfectly, with tracks like How Come It Never Rains showcasing their unique sound. Led by the enigmatic Tyla, the band seemed poised for greatness, but their potential was hampered by lineup changes and their frontman's unpredictable nature. Despite releasing solid albums like Errol Flynn, 1990, they never achieved the widespread recognition they deserved. Record label disputes and internal conflicts eventually pushed them into obscurity, though their devoted cult following keeps their memory alive. The 80s gave us countless musical treasures, many of which never received their due recognition. While bands like U2 and Queen achieved lasting fame, these hidden gems remind us that sometimes the most fascinating stories lie just beneath the surface. Which forgotten 80s band do you think deserves a comeback? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more deep dives into music history.